Alright guys, welcome back. It's your boy Motorman Dan. Today we're going to be talking about the Freedom Trinket. Now the Freedom Trinket equipping gives stun immunity, breaks crowd control effects, and granted short immunity if used. You cannot activate it while you are stunned or while you are frozen, but you can activate it when you are snared, and snare is the null's attack for slowing. You can also use it when you are on fire or poisoned by the bats. But for frozen by the bats, you can't use it because you can't use abilities or stuff. And I believe if you're electrified, you're also not able to use abilities. So for those two, and then stunned, of course, you can't do anything. For those three, you're not able to use it. But of course, equipping it gives you stun immunity, so you wouldn't need to use it anyways. Your unique upgrades is you passively resist all status effects. And your other one is speed boost when resisting stun. Now, the only thing that can stun you in the game is the ogre charge. So you can kind of bait it out, I guess, and maybe get like a bit of a speed boost. But yeah, your special upgrade is co-op player gets speed boost when breaking from stun, which would be after the stun already happens, which means your co-op partner can't also be running this, or else they don't get the speed up because they are never going to break from a stun. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. It's not that great, in my opinion. I don't really know what they could have done to make it better, but it's just not that great. So you can activate it 15 times to get the unique upgrades. Yeah, as far as using it, I never use it. If I had to, passively resist all status effects is way better than speed boost when resisting a stun, because it's so situational on an ogre charging you. Like I said, you could bait it out, but I just don't. Being slow doesn't really matter much in the game. You can die, and that'll get you back to a spawn location, usually by the rift, if you need to be. So dying is typically a very fast way to get from point A to point B. So yeah, I just don't see the other unique upgrade being any good. The passive resist all status effects really isn't that bad. You might run it on like Order Enclave, something that has a lot of bats on it, just because, and that you're going to be close to, because if one of them hits you, if you get frozen, you're stuck there for a while, and then you get zapped. And they can chain crowd control you, which is really annoying. You get hit by one frostbat and the other one targets you like 2 seconds later, and they're alternating their attacks. You can't do anything and you're dead. So, or the null slow. I mean, that's just, man, that's a lot. 80% slow from the nulls is a lot. So, passively resist all status effects, pretty good, I think. It's just not as necessary to bring as other things, and therefore not really that necessary. All right, let's go ahead and look at the game files. All right, in the game files, we're going to look at the short immunity, grant short immunity if used, and that is here under the Freedom Trinket attributes. It's going to be 6 seconds. It's going to prevent you from being able to be affected by crowd control, which if you have the passive resistance, you kind of get that already. So, I mean, maybe that's a reason not to use it, because you already kind of get it if you use the trinket. But anyways, so there's that. But like I said, you can't activate the trinket if you're frozen, and probably if you're electrified as well. So then if we go to the trinket protos, you're going to see here there's a 30-second cooldown, and that is it. And it costs 3 skulls to unlock. So that's really all there is about the Freedom Trinket there. And then if we go to status effects, we're going to see you have the immunity to stun, which is just basic. Then you have immunity all. If you get the all stuff, you get stunned, slowed, burning, electrified, frozen, magic, zapped, poisoned. Those are all of the different categories of essentially crowd control. The poisoned isn't really a crowd control, it just does damage. But the rest of these can affect you for sure. So you get stunned by the ogre, which of course you already have that, but it gives it to you again, I guess. You get slowed by the null, you get burnt by the fire bats, electrified, and zapped by the lightning bats. You get frozen by the ice bats, magic by the arcane bats, and poisoned by the acid bats. Nothing else can do anything to you. Yeah, no, nothing else can do any crowd control. So those are the enemies that you're going to be up against. Obviously, bats are one of the big things in gnolls and ogres, and you get all of that, plenty of all of that on Order Enclave. So if you're having a hard time with Order Enclave, and you're not dodging the bats hitting you or whatever, depending on how you have your kill box, you might try and bring this, actually. That'd be like the one map that I would use it on, is Order Enclave. Then you have the player's speed up. It's by 25% for 5 seconds. And then you have the special. The special is also 25% for 5 seconds for your co-op player as well. So that's the special upgrade. Yeah, we won't necessarily need to run to a game and take a look at it or anything. It's pretty black and white as far as what it does. But I am curious, guys. Do you use it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you use it, let me know in the comments. You know, if you found it useful on a certain particular map, or if it's a certain particular play style that you like, and the Freedom Trinket is part of that. Let me know. I'm curious. Like I said, I don't bring it, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I do think the unique upgrade for resisting all status effects can be beneficial. The rest of it, not so much. But the resisting status effects definitely can be pretty beneficial. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think about it and if you use it. And if you're looking for information, check the comments as well. That being said, that's all we have for the Freedom Trinket, guys. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I stream on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/MotormanDan. If you subscribe on YouTube and hit the notification bell, you'll be notified of videos I post when I'm going live on Twitch for Orcs Must Die 3 content. So do that if you wish. And that being said, guys, do have a good day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Deuces.